last week, while in the basement with Tim Ross, Ruslan dropped some pretty controversial statements during the interview. We had some more things we want to unpack about it. Watch this clip.
And then the flip side of that, what bugs me is like when bigger creators do watch and don't show no love, and then you find out years later. I'm not gonna say
I've been rocking with you for like
right.
I've been rocking with you for like 3 years. It was like, was you ever gonna say something?
Yeah, I've had a couple of big creators reach out, but one of them, I'm not gonna say his name. I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
North of 10 million subscribers, top of the food chain in terms of YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I've been watching you for 2 years, and I'm like, you ain't never think to leave one comment? No, attaboy, keep going, good job. I'm
exactly.
Like, so I've always found that weird.
Yeah.
So I just rather over show love.
Some more heavy stuff there.
I told y'all
something that just kind of hit us, and I'm like, dang, this
is the stuff we talk about.
Yeah, this is stuff that we
regularly
talk about.
Yeah,
really. Yeah. So I mean, just the whole like not collaborating with the community. You kind of sing but not speaking.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen that for years.
Yeah.
I remember just especially even with your music, which is really big. I'm just talking about, and this is not just with creators. This was something that we've seen from people that we knew.
Oh yeah.
We thought would support.
Yeah. I remember at one time at a place. There was a person, a female, who started singing my song, who like would hardly ever speak to me.
Yeah.
Like I just strongly knew she didn't like me. And she made a joke about something, and she was like, girl, I know. And she started singing my song, and I was like, wait, what? I was confused. Like, what is happening? That's one. I remember someone else told me in a meeting with a girl that I knew for sure didn't like me, suggested me to like do something and like perform, and was like rapping my lyrics. Yeah. And I was just like, wait, these people watch me?
They don't even talk to you. They don't
even
speak to you when they see you.
I see them every single week. Yeah. And they never talk to me. I mean, hardly ever speak to me, but they know my music. It's weird, y'all. Like what he said, like you couldn't even think to like say, hey, dope music, sis. Like, and we would even find out through looking like at our stats or whatever who was listening to my music.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
There was a way.
I'd be like, oh, okay, I didn't know. You could have just, dang, like I didn't know so and so. I think that's dope that that person, listens to your stuff. I didn't, like, dang, that would be dope to just kind of like tell you or shout you out. Y'all, maybe, y'all collab together in certain environments. So
in any environment, and that's so to stay on that subject, because my mind is like, oh, there's so much to talk about, but. It was disheartening because it's like, what makes you afraid to let me know that you like me?
Yeah.
Like you like my content. What is that? Like, what is that? And
maybe y'all can help out with that, because maybe y'all are the people who do that. Like, and maybe you can help us understand that. Like, we really coming from, because I've seen this for years, and especially as a person like me, baby, sorry to cut you off or whatever. But a person like me for years who, like, literally, I would shout out anybody. I wasn't even in the music.
Would. I'd be
and
like,
I just shout out everybody.
They don't like you.
Like,
stop.
I'm telling you, and my wife had to, thank God for my wife, because she's a little bit different from me, man.
Sure is.
People who, she would have to show me, like, hey, so-and-so don't ever, like our stuff. Never love our stuff.
No, stop
Why
commenting.
are you so much, liking and loving
going
their stuff?
out of your way.
I just freely love so much
and
that I would do it, and I would have to just kind of like, I can't continue to just be the only one reaching across the table with love, and you're not giving none back when you
and we putting in work.
Us.
And y'all know we putting in work. Like y'all see it. You're in the same environments, and it's not even on some like, let me know I'm doing good, but it's like, y'all, that's encouraging to know that people around us, they pay attention and they see it. And it was very weird. And then even people who I've been in situations, oh yeah, I got like 3 different stories, but I remember one time I was in this environment, and there was a group of people that were talking about, oh, I wish I knew how to do this because I really want to do this. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna give too much away, but they knew I did it. That I know they knew I did it. And they were just talking around each other. And I'm sitting in the corner like, y'all do. I'm not gonna exert myself. I'm not gonna put myself in y'all conversation and be like, now y'all know I do that because y'all watch the story seeing me do it. And that stuff is just weird. It's like there's this prideful thing. I don't know if it's because I'm younger than most that I'm around all the time. Like they don't want to ask a younger person like, hey, what camera do you use? Your videos be fire. Who's your videographer? How do you make your albums? Where do y'all get y'all t-shirts from? Like, I don't know if there's this pride about it or even collabing, like people coming up, other married couples that are doing podcasts, other young rappers, other whatever, like why y'all afraid to collab with people that's doing it too? And it's just weird because it makes it weird because they're watching. Yeah. That's what makes it weird. Like it wouldn't be weird if you didn't know, you didn't pay attention, you just didn't like our stuff. So you was like, no, I don't really mess with Iwegbus. I don't mess with TK or Namdi. Yeah. But when you faithfully watch us and everything we do, you watch all our YouTubes, you listen to my music, you watch the post on Instagram, and you just never say nothing
at all.
That's weird.
Yeah. Most of the time you end up getting the love or whatever from people that don't
strangers
that know you, but or just just tapping in, and man, it's really what we a lot of times I need is like somebody saying like to me like, hey man, bro, I see what you're doing, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be somebody that's not even in my environment. It might just be a frat brother or somebody who reaches out to me. And so I think it's so dope of what Ruslan was talking about there, to where he's the YouTube community that he's seen they right away before he got big started reaching out. Like the Alan Parr started reaching out. The what do you mean dude, I can't remember his real name, started reaching out to him. That was so dope because they had a bigger following to him. They automatically reached out to him, collabed on their platforms, things of that sort. I just think that that's the way, even like we were talking about the Christian hip hop community, like dang, it should be something like that. It's not about like, dang, I'm gonna bring you on my channel, now you taking my crowds. Like, no, it's enough for everyone out here to shine. It's enough. Like, just because we open up a business don't mean that now your business is gonna lack.
Take from us.
It's enough out here. And guess what? You can't do the thing that we do the same way anyway. Regardless how we're doing it. We could be doing literally the same exact format, but different. We're all different people. God has put a different gift in us all. And it's also gonna be a whole different crowd that's gonna hear from us that may not hear from you.
Right.
And so that's what's so really weird about it. It's really disheartening.
It's disheartening because there's so much that can be done if we do collab. I think when I look at certain women in music or even YouTubers, I'm like, I'm married, you're not. So if you're single and you're walking in abstaining, you can come to my crowd and speak to the single women that follow me that I can't impact them in that way. So me collabing with a woman that's single and thriving in her abstinence and her walk with the Lord, she is going to positively impact my crowd. Vice versa. If that's a single woman, I can get in her crowd, talk to her people, young married women that are struggling, that are trying to figure out how to be a wife, how to be a mother. She can't do that. She don't got kids. She's not a wife. And so it's like, y'all, we be really just messing up what God has done. He made you different. He made us all unique. And if we bring each unique person together, we're not going to take from each other. We're going to add. You're going to add. I've always, even with this recent Christian hip hop female cipher that I did, beautiful. Shout out to Chris for putting that thing together. Shout out to Jay Williams as well for putting that together, because when have y'all seen Christian hip hop women collab? I'm talking about not just the big two women that y'all know about, but like YouTube together. We're in each other's stories. Y'all seeing women operate healthy in relationships and community. It doesn't happen. And the same thing with amongst men and women. Like, think about David Shands and how he has women that come on. Like, y'all too scared to do that in the Christian. Y'all think that y'all gonna get taken or something. Like, we can add to each other. And so it's really immature. It's saddening because we just gotta hustle it out by ourselves, and it's like, no, I want to work with other married couples. I want to work with more women. Namdi wants to work with more men. And thank God we have, been able to collab with people and love on people and them drop gems and we drop gems and it's free. It's not weird. But for the majority of it, there is this like, yeah, I'm gonna watch you.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you moving. I see, but I ain't letting you know that I like what you do. Cause that's just doing too much.
That's weird. That's like Ruslan said, the dude had 10 million subscribers. And he said, man, you've been watching this whole time and you couldn't just say attaboy. Like you couldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
And, we know people that really big names in, you know, Christian hip hop or whatever the case may be. And they're just not going to. They're just not going to even like message to say something like you know that is just some really weird stuff. And as believers, man, we're stronger together. It's already not too many of us, and so many are falling by the wayside day by day. The new age is coming amongst us,
and a lot of times they fall off because of the lack of community.
Real talk.
A lot of times, I don't think I've heard of someone leaving Christianity, leaving the church. The story was always connected to
community.
I didn't have anyone.
Really?
Oh, including mine, including my story. So let them see women collabing, getting together. Let's have femininity talks. Let's have modesty conversations together. Men get together. Let's have masculine energy and loving the Lord. And just as hard as you scream for football, scream in church. Like let's have these conversations, because when people start seeing, you know, people gonna follow what's big. When people start seeing people, kingdom Christians and men and women coming together, creating a movement, y'all, we're going to start adding to the number of souls that will be saved, back to the original point of why we're doing this. But y'all so scared because you've built your personal kingdom. You built your personal kingdom. You built your personal brand. You didn't build a ministry. So because it's not a ministry, you terrified to let anybody else that's dope collab with you, because they might take your old people. But they're not your people.
Yeah, that's
they're
weird.
not your
God's
people.
Straight up. So, I mean, what do y'all think about this? Y'all see y'all see the clip? Have y'all experienced some of this in y'all own, like, you know, whatever genres that you're in, if it's in music or if it's in content? Yeah, you're doing hair, lashes, whatever the case may be. Have you experienced some of this same stuff? We think is real weird, like that people do this type of stuff, man. And you're one of those people who do that. Please let us know, please, in the comments. Why do people on that level, if you're a person on a bigger level, don't do that? We want to know from you. Holla at us.